watching Sunday LA.
And welcome back to Sunday LA on Sunday, April 25th, 2010. If you want to figure out anything about a computer or the internet, and we grown-ups know this already, you ask a kid. Kids are more tech savvy than ever, more often than not, more tech savvy than their parents. And that has some parents worried about how to keep their children safe from online scams, child predators, and other possible dangers. And joining us to talk about a parental line of digital defense is Tshaka and Kelli Armstrong of the Digital Shepherds. And good morning, both of you. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
What a great idea to come up with this and do this.
Thank you.
You did creating this company a year ago. Based in Tarzana.
Yes.
You brought your 3 children here today, which is terrific. They're getting a tour of the studio right now.
They are.
First, give us an overview of what Digital Shepherds is. I know the goal is to help parents protect their kids from online hazards and technical hazards. So give us an overview.
Well, essentially what we do is there's a multitude of information online available to parents from many websites. Many companies put it out, but we find there's a disconnect between parents actually getting to that information and actually using it in their homes.
When you talk about information, you're talking about information they could use to protect their children.
Absolutely. Many companies do a great job of actually putting the information out there. But again, there's such this digital divide between parents actually implementing that information and using it. So what we're doing is we're bringing that information. We're like boots on the ground, bringing the information to parents. We actually hold classes where we do a live demo. I have a laptop, I have a screen, and they can actually see me set up parental control software. They can see me set up an Xbox 360, a PlayStation 3, a Wii. They can see me set these things up and do, because it takes 5 minutes.
And that's one of the things you guys point out is that kids, we think of computers and maybe cell phones, but they access the internet a lot through games.
Gaming systems. Through the newer devices like the iPod, iPad.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of control there, and so that's what we do is Tshaka will talk about, he does more of the teaching. He really talks about what specific programs we partner with actual companies who not only will allow the clients to use a trial of their program so that they can see it, but there are several. So we don't see them all as competitors because they all do slightly different things. Some areas are better than the others, but we're giving this to parents and saying, here, these are the things that you can use for these types of cell phones, or this is something for your computer. And so we're trying to give them practical application, and actual software applications that will do the job.
So this is software that you can download to your Xbox or computer or cell phone or iPad that will restrict
That's only one component.
Access.
Yeah, it's actually software.
Websites.
It'll some of them, like an Xbox 360 or like a PlayStation 3, already have this built in. It's just it's again getting parents the information, saying, hey, this is already available to you. Let me show you how to use it.
How do you actually use it? Really, so a lot of parents, even though they may have it,
most parents don't know that you can turn off certain functions and features. I didn't even know until, of course, my husband loves to deal with this. So I didn't know that you could turn off certain things when they're playing online with other people in other countries. You can turn things off. I didn't know that. I thought, well, if I don't know that, I know there's so many moms who wouldn't know this information.
So you might be able to prevent your child from receiving images or things from those other countries that you don't
their
want.
Conversations you may not want them to have, and yet they can still play the game. They just don't have to talk like they're on a phone.
But I think one of the impetus for starting the company was we're trying to limit Ukaipas. We're trying to limit those types of incidents where you have sexting now, and you know, across the country there are young youths who are being having to become registered offenders now because of these messages.
Let's review the Ukaipa case, because you make a very important point. These teenage girls, they took nude photos of themselves. They sent it to their friends, and somehow
sent it to 8 boys. They decided to put them online.
Which is just awful, but that can be prevented. I mean,
it can at least give a parent a heads up to what's going on. There's certain information. There's a program on our phone where when our children are texting and talking, we have the whole conversation. As a parent, no, you don't have to sit there and check every single one, but we will know when behavior changes, situation changes, something's not right. You have that to go to. And those parents might have had an inkling that something might not have been right, that they could have been able to do something.
And God forbid a teenager sends a nude picture of himself or herself in a text to someone else. You will, as a parent, know that and be able to at least say.
We see the picture. No, it comes right to us.
What we have is we have a piece of software on our cell phones called Mobile Watchdog, or it's by a company, mobilewatchdog.com. And Mobile Watchdog, what it allows you to do is it essentially sends a duplicate of every message that goes through our children's phone: email, text message, SMS, picture messages. We get a duplicate on our phones. So if we see it, we can correct it. And that's one of the things that we're also doing with Digital Shepherds is we're helping parents to parent in this digital age.
Sure.
Because I hear parents go, oh my God, my children play Xbox too much. They play too many video games. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
You limit their video games.
Yeah.
It's, but it takes sometimes putting your foot down, setting appropriate boundaries. My children were playing too much. My boys specifically, and their grades were suffering. I saw that they were rushing through their homework to get to the video games.
Oh.
So I said, in my house, you will not play a video game until Friday. So Monday through Thursday, there are no video games in my home.
So a lot of your coaching is simply discipline, too, not just technical know-how.
Absolutely.
It's like, this is how to set the limits and stick to those limits.
Exactly.
And
very important.
And they do need both, especially with the kids with the laptops. You take a laptop in their room
And most
with a
have
camera.
webcams these days.
You don't know if you're a parent, you're working on something, cleaning up or doing something, you don't know what they're doing in their room.
Yeah.
And that's very scary.
That's huge.
And we teach parents, be aware of what's on their laptops. Know what they're doing. Know what they're getting into. Don't let them close the door when they have their laptop
Even
in
with
their
working
room.
parents, which is
And
hard
it's
to do to
so
pay attention, but
hard.
it's so important.
But that's where the child
It
monitoring
is.
software comes in, is with things like web filters, which will allow you to set blocks. If your children try to go to playboy.com and you have a software on your computer like online family.norton, it says this site has been blocked. And it'll give you reports at the end of the day that your children have tried to visit these
Okay,
sites.
we're out of time, but if people want to take your class,
They can look us up.
free, and it's free.
DigitalShepherds.com.
It's free.
It is
The
free.
classes are free.
We
The
don't want
only
anybody to
Maintain
not
this
get this information. Donations.
we charge for the book. We
Donate.
charge for the book, and it's still less than $10.
Oh, okay.
We are driven by companies who believe in what we do, and we're promoting their products.
That's great. Does you get
so they
support?
should help
Okay,
us
that helps.
to help our communities.
DigitalShepherds.com.
DigitalShepherds.com.
And their classes in LA.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
They have to come to the website because we go to different facilities. We are coming near everyone.
Okay.
So come to the website.
Tshaka and Kelli Armstrong, incredibly informative, and I'm
Thank
sure a
you.
lot of parents will appreciate knowing about this. And
Thank
thank
you.
you so
Thank
much
you
for
very
coming
much.
in. Good luck with your kids.
Thank you.
you for
as
having
well. All right.
Thanks so much.
Back in a moment, you're watching Sunday LA.